Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing no more fake Christian alliances. What provoked me to do this video was the Ahmaud Arbery situation. For those of you who don't know anything about it or don't know much about it, it's just basically a black young man who, in my opinion, was the victim of a modern day lynching. He was out jogging and minding his own business. And if you want to hear more about this story, look it up on YouTube. It's an upsetting story. And it's the reason why I really wanted to do this video. So that's all I'm going to say in regards to going into that situation. But when this situation happened, during the course of just hearing about it and thinking about this situation, then I got to thinking about these white Christians, these white pastors, and what's going on with our people, and how our people are constantly being picked on, being killed, being murdered, going through these changes with these white supremacists. And, a lot of these pastors are remaining silent. And I do remember hearing one pastor, I don't think he was famous. He might have been well known in his area, but I don't think he was famous, speaking on it. But here's the thing. When some of these white pastors speak on these situations, they're real safe about it. They just touch on it. But they try to not to offend their white members. And my thing is this. Listen, we got to get to the point now. Look, we need to draw a line here and say, look, it stops here. Either you're really for everyone, either you really are Christians and you're really for everyone and we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, or we're not. Either you are our friends or you're not. Either you are our family in Christ or you're not. And my thing is, we need to call these white pastors out. Now, some of these pastors I have listed here, and people who are in some form of ministry, some of these people I really like and have learned from. But I can't help but to notice their silence. And from my understanding, or from what I have heard, silence is like a form of agreement. So if you're not in agreement with the garbage that's going on with our people in this country, and you're not supporting white supremacy, then you need to speak out, and not safely where you're not offending people. No, you need to speak out boldly against it, and you need to speak out boldly against it more than once. When white people want to start movements and stop things, they know how to get it done. And my thing is, okay, if you guys can advocate for animals, if you can advocate for nature, why are you not advocating for human life? So these are not everybody, but I'm just naming, some of these right here. Some of these white pastors and people who are in the ministry, some form of ministry. We need to call them out and have them speak on this, because really, I don't like the silence. I don't. We need to call out these people, in my opinion. Jesse Duplantis, say something. John Hagee, Joyce Myers, Rod Parsley, Paula White, Jimmy Swaggart, Stephen Furtick, Ron Carpenter, Benny Hinn, Cheryl Brady, Mike Perkey, Jim Baker, Andy Stanley, Kenneth Copeland, all so-called Christian networks, all local white pastors in whatever area you're in here in America. I'm asking you, say something. My next thing is, if these white pastors are not going to boldly say something and really, really speak out and sort of lead the charge in this thing, then my message to people like T.D. Jakes, Medina Pullins, Michael Jr., all gospel singers and performers, and many others, black artists, stop preaching there. Stop performing there at these churches that will not speak out against the harm of your people. then stop going there. Stop preaching there. Stop performing there. Now, this is my take on things. And this is what I'm seeing. And I just think it's real sad because you know God is not pleased with racism. It's disgusting. It's sad. Do you really think God is pleased with that? No, he's not. And I really doubt that God is pleased with their awkward silence. Say something.